Exeter with 43094, which is going to take me to Cardiff. Today I'm going to be riding on this Castle Class to give it a good go all the way from Exeter to Cardiff. It's absolutely bucketing down here and it's very early, so it's still dark, but nevertheless I'm looking forward to the ride. Always enjoy a ride on an HST. Always nice when your train's at the platform and you feel that it's definitely on time because it's bloody well here. The weather's bad, but I'm certainly looking forward to this run to Cardiff. Nice to see these venerable old beasts living out their dotage on Great Western stopping services and doing a fine job, I may say. Our driver's just about to let himself in. So yeah, I guess it's time to say, let's see how this one goes. I got to Exeter St David's in plenty of time for my train this morning. The concourse itself is very minimalist, with just a newsagent's, a coffee shop, some ticket machines and a staff ticket office. I've spent a while looking at St David's in previous videos, so let's just get over to platform 6 and catch our train. Although whenever I'm here I can't miss the ceramic platform pointers. And we'll see some very similar ones in Cardiff when we get there. The configuration of the HSTs when they were running services out of Paddington was 2 first class and 5 second class coaches and a buffet car. These refurbished sets feature just 4 second class coaches. And as you can see, this latest refurbishment has replaced the old slam doors with powered doors.
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Paddington.
With the latest refurbishment, they've kept the seat frames but recovered with the pretty neat grey and green moquette. And they've also ensured there's still generous luggage stacks. Well, given I've got the whole coach to choose from and seat 61 is a forward-facing window seat, well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? And to complement the luggage stacks, there's also plenty of room in the overhead racks. Right, well, let's have a look at our route for this morning. We'll make fairly quick progress northeast out of Exeter St David's through Tiverton Parkway, Taunton and Bridgewater, but beyond Highbridge and Weston this train very much becomes a stopping service all around Bristol until it passes underneath the River Severn estuary, through Severn Tunnel Junction, Newport and into Cardiff Central. And that's a distance of 116 miles or 186 kilometres, but with all those stops it's going to take us 2 hours and 44 minutes. So straight away, while it's dark outside, let's have a look at the accommodation. Well, there's always plenty of room in these HST airline seats. And I do like the very sturdy pull-down tray table with the extender for laptops. And the seat looks pretty good with its new moquette, and of course it comes with the retractable armrest. All in all, everything's looking pretty modern for a 40 to 45-year-old coach. And with that, we're into Taunton in Somerset, and the sun's beginning to come out now. Bridgewater is a lovely little station that I usually hurtle through non-stop, so it's nice to have a little bit longer to take a closer look. The station we see at Weston-super-Mare was opened in 1884. But Weston has had 3 stations, one built in 1841, then 1866, and finally this one from 1884. And tucked behind the platforms is the only remnant of the 1866 station. This disused signal box is believed to be the oldest signal box remaining in Britain. So whilst we're still on the single-track Western Loop, we stop at Weston Milton, which is a single platform station that I honestly didn't know existed until we stopped there. And it's about now that our HST morphs into being a Bristol commuter train. And Yatton is another lovely station that I've never had time to appreciate. There's a pub here called the Railway, and there's also a community-run station cafe. And with the sun up, the Somerset countryside is looking mighty fine this morning. Judging by the car park, Nailsea and Blackwell is a popular park and ride station for Bristol, I'd say. And with all these stops now, our HST really never gets a chance to pick up any kind of speed. But finally, after stops too numerous to mention, we're pulling into Bristol Temple Meads. Brunel's Temple Mead station has been here since 1841. However, most of what we see today from the train dates from the station rebuild in the 1870s. I'll start a journey here one day, and then we can spend longer at this remarkable Grade 1 listed station. Right, must be time for a toilet tour. Well, the old HST toilet has a reassuringly manual lock. And everything else, though dated, was in place and working. And it was very helpful that the graffiti artist pointed us towards the sink. Maybe that's graffiti speak for the sink's over here. And just beyond Stapleton Road, the single-track branch for Severn Beach diverges. Patchway will be the last station in England before we dive into the Severn Tunnel. At 7 kilometres long, the Severn Tunnel is the UK's third longest. We travelled the fourth longest, the Totley Tunnel, between Manchester and Sheffield in one of my previous videos. And we pop out in Wales on the north side of the line from Gloucester. After Severn Tunnel Junction Station, the two lines merge. And at last our driver can really open up the old girl. And at these speeds our HST is still smooth and fairly quiet, barring the odd rattle here and there. Before we can get to Newport, we have to cross the River Usk. And whilst crossing the Usk, we get a good view of the bright orange steel sculpture, The Wave by Peter Fink. There's been a castle here since the 12th century, although this one dates from the 14th and 15th centuries. The moat and other elements of the castle were actually destroyed to make way for this railway. Newport Station was originally opened in 1850, and it was then expanded in 1928. And it now has a modern concourse which was opened in 2010. I do really love the original iron supports and the canopy. And as we leave, we also get a quick view of part of the modern concourse. Our HST makes its final push through the sepia morning light for Cardiff and the end of our journey. So a quick check on pricing. Well, my single ticket from Exeter to Cardiff with railcard discount came in at £20.75. This was bought through the Trainline app and included a split ticket between an advance single and an anytime single. And soon we're approaching Cardiff, the capital city of Wales, where this leg of my journey will end.
Pleasant onward journey.
And here we are at Cardiff, an effortless run in the company of one of the all-time iconic trains of British railway history. Over 40 years old and still providing an excellent service. Well done, high-speed train, even if you weren't that high speed today. And here, as promised, are the Great Western Railway ceramic pointy hands again. Oh, I love them. I hope you've enjoyed sharing this journey with me from Exeter to Cardiff. And if you have, then please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel as I release a trip video every Friday. So, welcome to Cardiff. Here we are at the old Millennium Stadium with a lovely view of the river and just beyond the railway station. It was really cool to have a proper ride on an HST over a long distance. although it always felt like it was a thoroughbred pulling a cart, really, especially as we got around Bristol and stopped at every single station in Bristol, it felt like. And really it only opened up properly when we got out into Wales. But nevertheless, the quiet and the comfort of the HST remains as it's always been, and it was pleased to enjoy it one more time on this fresh but quite beautiful morning here in Wales. So now it's time to get a coffee and maybe a croissant or something, and then I shall head on for my next journey. I was able to make use of Cardiff's first class lounge because my next journey will be in first class. But that's a story for another day, so in the meantime, it's goodbye from Cardiff and thanks for watching.